Well, let me see here. Me and Ori can get around. Anyway, can't we, Ori? I've knocked you off the bed. All right. I basically, I gotta move some of these books. Uh, I emptied one of my totes. I keep my books in totes. I took them out the uh, library racks or a bookcase a long time ago. Put them in. But anyway, I don't know if we can sing you or not, but we're gonna. Ori, I'm gonna knock you over. Okay, we're just gonna do one book at a time. Mainly these big ones. Here's one on herbal medicine, making it's your handbook, herbal medicine. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. It's a pretty good book. I've enjoyed it. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Never have a book that you ain't read. Oh, and it ain't gonna do you no good to say, well, I'm going to read it. Well, that ain't gonna do good. You need to read it. All right. This one here, it's a lot of people don't care about PhDs and this, that, and the other, but I sort of do. And lifetime herbalist. Little guy's making a bed over there. But this one here tells you how to. It gives you herbs and leaves and stocking up. And I found the book a long time ago, and I don't know what happened to it. It's in this house somewhere. It's called Stocking Up, and I enjoyed it. But first thing you're gonna do is you should get you a good gardening book. That's a gardening guide. We'll put it over there. We're done with it. We're going to basically go through herbs and spices and stuff like that. And other things. Well, you trying to sneak around. What's the matter? You use your toy. Here, baby, here's your toy. He has to have his toy. There he goes. This is pretty good. I'll show you each one of them. And then I'm going to show you the best ones. I like some of these. It's got a little bit of general all of it in it. This is pretty good. If you like to just read. It tells you how to dry herbs, put them in a brown paper sack. You can, it's a good method to hang them up, put them in dehydrators, put them out in the sun, so on and so forth. I found out putting them in the sun sort of dries them up crispy. Here's a little bit about wine making. Saving broth. There we go. Okay, that's one. That ain't a bad book. I really ain't found no bad ones, but I found some that I thought should have been better. Let's put it that way. Ugh. I bought some water bath canning books, and now they're pretty good. It'll tell you what you can water bath, and you can just about water bath everything. But it tells you how many minutes and everything, what kind of fruit and vegetable it is. That's a pretty good one. Here's another one. I use these when I forget, because I am forgetful. And I like this one here. I like because it had recipes in it, and had a different way to make orange marmalade. And I like that one. Here's water bathing. Let's get them water bath ones out of the way. It had a lot of recipes in it too. I liked it. These are bigger, so I'm stacking them over there so I can get to the little ones. Here's 1,500 recipes. Now this is a really good book. I'm gonna hold it there. That's a good one because it shows you how to prep and things, holes for prepping and canning and candy apple slices. Pretty good book. I really liked it. Here's about beans, vacuum sealing, storing beans. Let me see what else I got over here. Hold on, I gotta move some of them so I can get to. Where in the hell is it? There it is. Where'd we go? Okay. Here's one on Native Americans, herbs and stuff to use. Now, it's got a few pictures in it, but it's mainly a lot of reading. It's got things that they use certain plants for. Pretty good if you want to forage. It's mainly a foraging book. Now here's one that I liked. It was pretty good because it gives you this area of the United States, it's mainly in the United States, that these plants grow and what the medicinal use of it is, how to gather it, this, that, and that's a good one. They're all pretty good, but that one's really good. Now this one here is that movie, you know, where that woman touched the stone and went back in time. This is a second edition. The first one's in another tote around here. It was all right. It just showed the herbs that she actually used. It didn't go into more detail than that. Mainly a lot of reading. A lot of reading. Hemlock, and you know, it tells you about them. But it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I bought volume 1, and it was pretty good, and I thought, well, maybe volume 2 is better. Well, I was disappointed a little bit. Here we go. I'm flipping through some of these so I can refresh my memory. Now this one here is pretty good. It'll show you got indigestion, this, that, and the other, or stomach virus or whatever. And it's got a lot of recipes. I know I'm making a mess, ain't it? But it's pretty good. It's 5 books in one. It's better than that other one. Let me see what else we got here. I'm trying to find the big ones. Now this one here, it basically tells you how to grow them and how to grow a bunch of them in a small area, how to harvest them, plants you cook with, basically, so on and so forth. Pretty good though if you got a small herbal garden or want to start one. And I know what that one is. Let's go to another one. Okay. Now this one here, the Lost Book of Herbals. It was pretty good because I bought the bigger version. Tells you what kind of herbs there are. It's got pictures. This is what I liked about it. For a beginner that don't know what like lamb's quarters, sheep showers, and stuff like that are, they can, you know, look at the picture, you know, and be careful because there's a lot of poisonous plants out there. But I'd say visually looking, now this man had a PhD. Let's do what the hell he's talking about. They just don't hand them out to everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm squeezing you. But that's a good one. I gotta put all these back up or pick out some I want to read again. Oh, let me see here. Uh, Now I like this. I really did. I like this book. Uh, Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. Now I use a lot of essential oils and stuff. Uh, we'll get into that in a little bit. But it tells you a bunch. And now some of these books are pretty high. I don't know what this one was. Probably 49, 69, somewhere in that order. Some of them 30, 20. I've got them down to $10. This was not one of them. I always start off with some of the smaller, cheaper books, and I'll get into them in a little bit. This is a good one because it shows you step by step by step by step, even shows you the leaf patterns, what the plant's used for, how to make salve out of it, how to make a tea tree, how to make cough syrup, all kinds of stuff. See here? That's a good put it over there. I'm looking for a certain book to show. Oh, I ain't gonna go into the smaller books yet. I'm gonna get these big ones out of the way. Here we go. Because I'm stacking them by size. If you didn't know what I'm doing. Here's about spices. Now I'm gonna tell you about spices. You can't really eat some of that stuff you put up without having it. Now this book was, I bought it years ago and it was $14.29. And it shows you just about all the spices and what they're used for, how to put them up, how to grind them, how to make a herbal medicine out of them. I mean, they got a bunch of it. I believe in knowing what you're going to know. Here we go. Turmeric, basil. Let me show you. Here, grinding your spice. After you get them and dry them. Now, where's the next one? Oh, here's one. That's a big one. It's an old book. I don't know what I paid for it, but I probably bought it back in the 60s. And it's herbs. I even got newspaper cuttings out of this that I put up through the years. This oregano. Oops, I don't want to lose that paper. Oregano, I put it there. Oregano, what it looks like. Besides buying it at the store. Putting it in soups and stews. Let's see. This will give me a hint when I bought it. Maybe I can find the date on this. Oh, 1994 this paper was. But the book is old as the 60s. Okay. Okay. I guess this will be the next one. Wait, no, here's some. Nope, that ain't it. Alright. Mushrooms. Now, this is something I'm not that skilled at. And I'll be honest with you. But it'll tell you every mushroom that grows. This book right here. But they got so many lookalikes is what scares the hell out of me. I mean, you gotta be really careful. Your best bet is to grow your own. And where the hell is the rest of it? Oh, throw it back over here. Alright. This is about this. I think it is $24.95 ball canning book. You need this if you're really gonna can. And this is all stuck on pressure canning. I think there's a little bit of deal of maybe water bathing, but not that much. Mexican spice blends. It gives you a lot of little recipes too, but it also takes you step by step on canning. You need a refresher course. I've got another canning book in here that I know I picked out. Okay. Nah, this one here is pretty good. It's got it. Now this one here ain't nothing. It's got 1,200 recipes for essential oils and recipes, getting medicines. Oh, let me put this together. Here's a real good canning book. And it's got all kinds of stuff in it. I think this was better than the ball, if you want to know the truth. But it'll tell you, different kinds of stuff. And it also got a gauge how long green beans and so on and so forth you should pressure can them. Now, that was really better than the ball. Now this one here is medicine herbs. Let me see here. What else we got over here? This is pretty good on recipes, cooking. Let me put it up there. Okay. This is pretty good. It's got, well, let me tell you if it's bacterial, fungi, or it tells you what to do and this, that, and the other. If it's an infection, this one here's got a lot of weights and measurements in it. And it's got a lot of recipes. Now, it depends on what you're looking. If you're looking for recipes, this, that, and the other, this is pretty good. Okay, here we go. Now, I went to some of these Wiccan books. They're not witch book or Wiccan. Because it had recipes in it of herbs and stuff. I don't care about black candle, but it's like you're just going to make a herbal fragrance or something. Put it over there. Here's one on just oils, essential oils. I got so many of them. Now this book here was a disappointment. I hate to say that. It had a couple of things. I had another book. It's called Stocking Up that would beat this book, but now it doesn't show you how to make smoke houses. It shows you how to make some tacks or dehydrate and digging a well. I mean, it's pretty good on certain things. Making charcoal. I mean, to me, though, it was a little bit of a disappointment. I thought it should have been more for what I paid for it. If you want the truth. All right. Let me move my butt up a little bit. Here's nothing but herbal recipes, and I mean it's got plenty. I think this is the book I used to make some lip balm for the winter. Medicinal herbs. I'm into that medicinal herbs. You need to get away from the conventional medicine. This is how to collect them, grow them, use them, and everything else. Pretty good book. Right along with this one here, Natural Remedies. I do a lot of herbal medicine, and a lot of essential oils. An herbalist. I ain't consider I'm a PhD in it, but I will say one thing. I do know a little bit. Oh, here's my another. Here's another. Let me see. Let me get this one. It's 150 recipes in it. Skin tax. If you want to get rid of them, it shows you how. What the hell is it? Sore throat, sore muscles. It's a pretty good book. Okay, let me here pick another one. It's about the same. It's got. Reason I got so many of these on herbal stuff, I wanted to find out what I wanted to find out, and that was the way I went about doing it. And I found out a lot of these got some of the same people with PhDs behind them. Okay. Oh, this one here is on foraging. Now, that's a pretty good book on foraging. You want to forage. It's forgotten skills and stuff. It's like this, sort of like this one up here. But I think this is better, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper. What I paid for it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's tell me $16.99. Let me get another one out. What's this one? Oh. Basically, this is all general around health. This is how to cook like a professional. Tells you how to cook different meals. I sort of liked it because I get tired of eating the same damn thing all the time. Here's one for beginners. Now, this is if you're just starting out. This is a good book. U.S. about $16, and it's got a lot of herbs and how to use them and what to use them for. A lot of recipes. Pretty good book. Okay. Here's another book on foraging. Now this one here's shows you how to grind meal and everything else. Make your own flour. You have to use one of these charts. I mean, yeah, if you're really getting into it, how to strain stuff using different methods. If you ain't got a strainer, pretty good book. Okay, let me put it up there. I ain't got to some. Now this one's an old book. I don't know what I paid. $9.95 for that one. It's old, but it's just drawing pictures. It shows you different kinds of plants, what they're used for, and such. Okay. Here's one. This is mainly about massages and what oils and this, that, and the other. Pretty good little book, though. I mean, if you want to just read something. Cloves are good for eucalyptus, orange, all kinds of deals in it. Spells. What I like about them, it just shows you fragrances. It smells good when you burn it, like incense, like the Catholics do. Okay, here we go. Let me move these two. I'm getting my best ones down for the count over here. Now this was pretty good. I liked it. I really did. It's got a lot of recipes in it, but it's pretty good. And it wasn't that expensive. I think it was about $15. Okay, here's another. Mary Jones. It's got a bunch of, let's see how many. I've got one on antibiotics too. That this is it, but 45 powerful herbs, and it's pretty good. Mm. Here now, I've used this one a lot. I liked it because it's got. I found me a recipe in here for psoriasis. Here's one for arthritic salve for my joints. I added to it a little bit. I better have writing in them. I shouldn't write in them, but I do. My damn books are what I want to. Oh, here's 375 whole body health, and now it tells you how to make tea trees and pour it up and how long they'll last and everything else. There are a lot of recipes. It's pretty good. I can put all this stuff up and keep what I want out. Okay, now, using wild plants for food and medicine. Pretty good little book. $9.95. I'll let you look at it. But it's got, you know, you see me. It's got some guides in it. Basically how to put it all together. Page after page after page how to put it together. Let me see. Oh, here's one. I like this one. You know why I like this one? Because it had a bunch of herbs from all over the world in it, but it's only in black and white. But I did like it. Oh, here's a wicked herbal magic. I like them. I read all these because it's like sage, you know, the fragrance of sage and this, that, and the other. Supposed to eat all evil spirits. I don't know about that, but I do like the smell of it. Well, where are you trying to get? Well, my God, I'm squeezing you. I'm sorry. I'm getting down to the little bitty ones. Got a couple good ones. Here's another Wiccan book. A lot of people won't read them because they're worried they're going to get attacked by the devil. Okay. Okay, here's just one on herbs. Now this is an old book. I don't know what the copyright it is. MDB, PhDs, and all this other stuff. But now, if you want a particular book for me to go through step by step, I've got to take the time to do that. Here's a prepping book. Peppers. Now, I like this one because if you're bleeding or you got an infection, pain relief, and it shows you how to just pick stuff out of the wild or what you got and do that. I'm getting down to about what I want to keep here and show you. What's this one here? Paid $9.95 for this book. Now that's a good little book. And it's got a bunch of little odds and ends in it. From cutting up chicken and everything else. Illnesses. Painful infections. From ringworms. Black walnut husk. Sad to get rid of that. Alright, here's some of the better books that I liked. First one up. These are about the same. Now this one here is a good one. If you're foraging all over the United States, it'll tell you what state they grow in, what to do with them, if they're poisonous and whatever. I mean, page after page, you just got to find out what you're hunting for and see if you can find it. And then you get down here, it's got a guide on the side of it when you're out foraging. Ones that look alikes and ones that you boil it, make a tea or make a salve. It's got some good pictures in here. It's got a cup and they tell you that, you know. Now that's a good little handbook for foraging. Okay, the next one. This one's a good one. I told my egg lady about this one. She wanted an all-around book. She didn't want to spend much. That's $30, 28 bucks, probably 30 now. And it's got what the medicine's used for and everything else. Okay. And it's got good pictures. That's what she wanted, something with good pictures in it. And that, that had good pictures in it. Because she didn't want it. This one here also got snakes, spiders. There's all kinds of books on that. All right. Let's go to this one. Now, this is one of my real favorites. What are you guys doing? I ain't knocking you down. They moved, they left over there. This one here I like. Now, this is one I would recommend. I don't know what it cost. Probably 30, 35, 40 bucks. But you got to remember, this thing here has got 800 recipes in it. And it's in it. Let's see what I marked over here. I marked something. Level 5, basic herbal medicines. Now, what I liked about, I liked about this one, it tells you right here what antibacterial, antifungal, and antibiotic, antiseptic. Now that's what I liked about that book the best. Put it up there. And it's worth the money because you get a bunch. Gotta get my napkin. Okay. Now this one here, I really recommend it. Now this one here will take you through everything you need to do about country living. It's a homesteader's book. And it's big, it's thick, and it's 35, 40, it's about 35 bucks. Tax and all. I think I got this one for $29.99 plus taxes, which run me about 30, 35 bucks. And it's got 8,000, over 800,000 copies that's been sent out and sold. It's got from minor ailments to severe ailments. It's got vegetable gardening. It's got pressure canning. That's what I got marked here. And then it's got livestock, how to butcher, how to save stuff, egg laying, chicken diseases. You name it, it's got it in here. That is a good book. If I was just going to buy one or two, I'd probably buy this one here first. And what else? Okay. I know I'm making a mess. Now, I think every person needs to know what state they live in and buy a book of plants and herbs that grow in that state. Now, this one here, you order the book of your state. It'll tell you what part of the state it grows in, or all of the state. It's wild grapes. And then you get down here at the back. Let's see. Wild edible plants in Kansas, if you live in Kansas. If you live in Idaho, Arkansas, Nevada, California, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, the desert areas, or the mountain areas, or the plain areas. And these are pretty cheap, about $10. And the number one book is this one. It's like Jesus said, give them a little wine for the stomach's sake. When, what was it? When Jacob, I think it was, deceived Jacob and Esau, when they deceived his dad, they had they put herbs and stuff. When they brought Lazarus out of the tomb, it told him to give him special herbs and stuff. There are a lot of herbal medicines in here, and but it's a pretty good survival book if you know how to understand it and read it. But that's all I got. It's every bit of that all I got. In that tote. Now I've got, I don't know how many totes. It's got stuff in them, different things. But that's pretty well, I keep some of them out to read just because I can have them. But if you want to get into it, like I said, the first book or so I would buy would be this one. I would buy probably this one second. And then I would buy me a good foraging book that had pictures in it. This is a good one right here. If you like to forage. I don't know what you can see in these damn books. I ain't a very good video man, but I'm done, ain't we? We done. We did it. We did our job. People pay attention or not, we don't care. But like I said, I've had some of these books for years, and I've put it with them. And I've got a lot more of these books. I just ain't dug out the right tote, have we? But I am done. I gotta make me a pop and take my medicine. I make sure I take Western medicine and I take herbal medicine. I'm gonna let you go. I'll turn this thing off.